Most people trying to go full-time from a side hustle fail, not because they're lazy, but because no one told them these 3 hard truths up front. I built my business on nights and weekends while working a 9 to 5, and it took me 5 years to go full-time. In this video, I want to share the 3 hard truths I wish I understood sooner, the ones that would have made this transition happen faster. Most people underestimate how long this takes, and because of that, they judge themselves too early, they lose momentum, they jump to something else, or they quit something that was actually working beneath the surface. Everyone has heard about someone who looks like an overnight success. Last month in Vegas, I was at a dinner with a magician named Pete. He told me how he started posting on YouTube during COVID and hit 1 million subscribers in his first month. Today, he has over 13 million subscribers. On the surface, that looks instant. But here's the part people miss. He told me that he had been doing magic since he was about 5 or 6 years old, and then one day he decided to put his work online and it exploded. Now, the question is, did it really take him 1 month? Or did it take decades with YouTube acting as the amplifier? That's the pattern that shows up in business all the time, and this is where most people burn out and where I almost did too. The first hard truth is that this takes longer than you think, and consistency is non-negotiable. If you're building a business on the side, you need a realistic timeline, and spoiler, it's longer than you think. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You can't be motivated for 1 or 2 weeks, disappear for months, then come back and expect momentum to still be there. Momentum matters even more when you're doing this part-time. You need to be consistent over a long period of time. In my case, for most of those 5 years, I really wasn't making much money at all. Then at the very end of my 5th year, in December, I had a breakout month that was 4 times higher than any previous month. That didn't come out of nowhere. It came from years of learning, experimenting, building systems, and showing up even when there was very little external reward. Success is non-linear. You make very little in the beginning, then once things start to click and the systems you've built begin to compound, you hit a breakout that feels like it happened overnight. Just like Pete. If you don't have the discipline and stamina to stay consistent long enough, you never reach that point. Most people jump from idea to idea and never give anything the time it needs to mature. Building a business is a lot like growing plants. You keep watering them, and for weeks or months, it looks like nothing is happening. But actually, there's a lot happening under the surface. Then one day, it breaks ground and grows rapidly. Here's the part most people don't want to hear. Another big reason this takes so long isn't just time. It's because early on, you're actually not ready yet. The learning curve is much bigger than people expect. That's the second hard truth. You're not just learning one thing. You're learning the skill or product you're selling, and at the same time, you're learning how to turn that skill into a business. Marketing, sales, pricing, positioning, talking to customers, understanding what the market actually wants. If this is your first business, you're also learning fundamental business patterns for the first time. Patterns that experienced entrepreneurs already understand because they've already been through this. That's why seasoned founders can appear to move faster. They're not skipping steps. They've just already paid the learning cost. This phase takes time. It includes wrong decisions, pivots, and course corrections. And sometimes your first idea doesn't work and you have to start again. That's not failure, that's the process. That's what paying the cost to be the boss actually means. You're investing time and effort upfront so you can benefit from it later. And that investment compounds. And sadly, here's what most people completely misunderstand when they're trying to go full time. The biggest advantage they already have is usually the thing that they resent the most. Don't hate your full-time job. It's your biggest advantage. This one took me the longest to learn. For a long time, I had this mindset that my job was taking time away from my business. Every hour at work felt like an hour I should have been spending on my side hustle. It frustrated me, it stressed me out, and it made me feel like I was falling behind. Not because I hated my job, but because it didn't feel like my calling. It felt like it was slowing me down. And that mindset is actually where I almost burnt out. Not because I was working too hard, but because I was putting pressure on my business to replace my income before it was ready. What I didn't understand back then is that my job wasn't taking time away from my business. It was giving me time in my business. It gave me income, it gave me stability, and most importantly, it removed panic from my decisions. Because I had that job, I could learn properly, I could experiment, I could make mistakes without them being fatal. My job gave me the runway to build something real instead of forcing something fragile. Once I stopped resenting my job and started using it as leverage, the pressure lifted. And that's when things actually started to work. The business didn't grow because I suddenly worked harder. It grew because I stopped asking it to do a job it wasn't ready to do yet. So when you zoom out, the pattern is clear. Going full-time takes longer because you're working part-time and the learning curve is real. But that time isn't wasted. And when I say these are hard truths I wish I understood sooner, I don't mean they would have magically made this fast. It still takes time. What they would have done is stop me from starting over so many times, from switching ideas too early, from forcing decisions that pushed me in the wrong direction. They would have helped me stay on the right path long enough for the work to actually compound. It took me 5 years to transition from part-time to full-time. That wasn't a mistake. That was the cost of building something stable enough to support my life and my family. If you're building a side hustle right now and you feel behind, you probably aren't. You're likely just earlier than you think. And if your goal is to go full-time one day, consistency combined with a commitment to learning is what'll get you there. Hit that like button if you found this video helpful and subscribe to the channel for more real entrepreneurial advice just like this. In fact, if you want to see the 5 tools I used to make $200K in my first year working full-time, check out this video right here. I'll see you in there.